Today I'm going to show you the thing that has totally changed our house and the way that I feel about our house and keeping it clean and organized and just not overrun by everything disaster every day. So as you can see, I have a lot of laundry to do, so grab your laundry that I know is sitting on the edge of your bed or in your chair and come fold laundry with me as I tell you about this one thing we've changed. I'm Dana. I have spent many years being very overwhelmed with my kids, with my home, and some days it would be very paralyzing and I would just I'd always wonder, what is wrong with me? Why? I've always wanted to be a mom. Why am I not enjoying this as much as I think I should? And so I'm here to help you so that you can enjoy and simplify motherhood for yourself, and so you can not just survive each day, you can actually really enjoy each day. Okay. So the one thing we've changed is how we do chores in our house. It used to be where the kids would come up and say, "Mom, I need to do a chore. What should I do?" And I'd be like, I have no idea. No idea. And then I would be so overwhelmed with looking around the house because these toys need to be picked up and this needs to be folded and this needs to be vacuumed. And I just wished, I was like, oh, why can't everyone else just notice what needs to be done? And so I was getting frustrated by that. The one thing we changed is we came up with 4 different zones. I have 4 kids who are old enough to kind of pick up and tidy and do stuff like that. We came up with those 4 zones, which are the living room, the dining room, the entry and feeding the animals, and the stairs and hallway go together too. Each week, each kid, they kind of rotate through the different zones. So they are responsible for tidying their zone before they get to do any electronics, and then they're also responsible for doing that zone before they go to bed. So at the end of the night, the house should be tidy. It's not spotless. We do deep cleans on Saturdays and throughout the month and stuff like that. But this is really just tidying the house so there's not toys everywhere, and just, you know how kids are, they leave stuff everywhere. At least mine do. They use the brush and it ends up on the dining room table for some reason. Anyways, we rotate through those zones and it has changed. The kids now notice oh, hey, we're done playing with the magnet tiles. Maybe we should pick them up so that so-and-so doesn't get mad at me later because they have to clean it up in their zone. And so that's been a great thing. They just kind of notice more, not all the time, but more when they need to do things. And it kind of puts the responsibility on them, which I think our kids need more of these days, is they want that responsibility. How our day works is the kids have a checklist, so they have to do their school lessons and check those off. And then there's other things that they have to do each day, they have to play outside for a certain number of minutes, they have to practice the piano, and then one of those things is doing their zone. And they have to have everything checked off before they can earn electronic time or Nintendo time or watching TV, stuff like that. So they're not just constantly asking to use electronics all day. But there's another part of this zone thing that we implemented at the same time, and that's the kids' kitchen chores or kitchen tasks that they have. This is something that my husband's family did when he was growing up, and so we're let's try it and see if it works for our family. We came up with 4 rotating tasks again. They're set the table, clear the table, wash dishes, and dishwasher. Set the table obviously means clear the table for dinner, put away any homeschool product or homeschool books that need to be, and anything else that's on the table. Clear it off. Our table gets cleared off every day, at least once, and then set the table. They are responsible for getting out condiments that are needed for that meal, napkins, plates, silverware, and gathering everybody's water bottles, because that's what we use most of the time for dinner, unless we have company come over. Okay, so clear the table. After dinner is done, this person is responsible for clearing everything off the table, bringing it over to the sink, putting food away in the fridge or pantry that needs to, and finding containers for leftovers and putting those away as well. So, and then wash the dishes, is responsible for any dishes that are in the sink or were used during dinner time. They're responsible for loading the dishwasher. After dinner, we are all responsible for loading our stuff into the dishwasher like during the day. It's not fair to them if we all pile our dishes and then they have to load them all in after dinner. And then they're responsible for hand washing anything that needs to be hand washed or doesn't fit in the dishwasher. And then the last one is dishwasher. This person is responsible for paying attention to when the dishwasher is done. Our dishwasher is kind of nifty because it opens by itself during the last 5 minutes of the cycle. So it's very easy to tell when our dishwasher is clean and needs to be unloaded because it is cracked open just a little bit. But that person is responsible for unloading the dishwasher and also putting away anything that is on the drying racks above the dishwasher. This has really helped our family just run a little better, our house run a little better, especially since we are all home all day long. Like, I could totally keep up with the house when the kids were still in school, but since everyone is home all day long, including my husband, it just becomes a lot for me to take on. I had to realize that my kids are a lot more capable than I was giving them credit for. And so this actually has really worked really well. The way I keep track of this is just, we have a magnetic like weekly calendar on our fridge. I write down every activity that's going on. Usually I try and make it so like each person has a different color, but most of the time it doesn't turn out that way. Everyone knows what's going on during the week. And then there's little spots, like little lines on that weekly calendar that's where I just write a little note, and it says set, clear, dishes, dishwasher, and it has the child's name next to it. And then each week I just rotate them around, and then same for the zones, living room, dining, entry, animals, and stairs and hallway. And then for our little checklist for each day, it's the same things every day. I don't change this, but it's a little magnetic thing that I wrote. And if you want me to go more into detail of like what our day looks like during a homeschool day, like let me know and I can make a video about that. We're still like figuring it out. This is our first year homeschooling. I can definitely tell you what we have found has worked for our family. Also, anybody else hate matching socks? Like, this is my least favorite thing to do, like out of pretty much any household chore. I am not sure why, but I always save them for the end. And then I think it's because there's always missing socks. But anyways, back to the important stuff. Thanks for folding laundry with me, and let me know if this helped you come up with something that'll work for your family. I hope you have a great day, and we will see you next time.